Welcome to Pramod Nainapalli YouTube channel. Today we discuss a topic on amines. Amines are broadly classified into aliphatic amines and aromatic amines. So in the aliphatic amines, they are the straight chain or branched chain or continuous chain. Those compounds are called as an aliphatic. But we are talking about aliphatic amines. So aliphatic amines are of different types. For example, ammonia NH3, nitrogen containing one lone pair of electrons. So ammonia is a aliphatic amines. And then methylamine. Methylamine means two hydrogens are there. If two hydrogens are there, we call it as a methyl, or one methyl group is there, we call it as a primary amine. It is either a methyl amine or it is called as a primary. 1 degree means it is called as a primary amine. It is also called as a primary amine. The second one is dimethylamine. So dimethylamine means only one hydrogen will be there attached to the nitrogen. Then it is called as a dimethylamines, which is also called as a secondary amines. It is called as a 2 degree. Okay, and the last compound of this aliphatic is trimethylamine. TMA means trimethylamine. So trimethylamine does not contain hydrogen. If there is no hydrogen, we determine it based upon the hydrogens attached on the nitrogen. We determine or we find whether it is a primary amine, secondary amine or tertiary amine. Primary amine means you will have two hydrogens. Secondary amine means you have one hydrogen. Tertiary amine means you will have no hydrogens. So no hydrogens means they are called as a tertiary amines. This is related to aliphatic amines. When we come to the aromatic amines, these are the organic hydrocarbons, or these are the aromatic hydrocarbons in which the amino group is directly attached, or amine group is directly attached to the benzene ring. If it is directly attached to the benzene group, or the benzene is an aromatic, that's why the name is aromatic amines. So aromatic amines means to the benzene amino group is attached or amine group is attached, then it becomes a aromatic amines. This aromatic amines, I have given you example: benzene with amine group, they are called as a IUPAC name benzamine, but more than that they will call it as an aniline. So here there is a two hydrogens are there. I told you in the aliphatic amines, if nitrogen is attached with the two hydrogens, what type of amines? Primary. Here also nitrogen is attached to hydrogens, they are called as a primary amines. That is example is aniline. Second one is N-methyl aniline. To the nitrogen there is a methyl group, one hydrogen is there. If one hydrogen is there, it is also called as, it is N-methyl aniline, but it is also called as secondary amines, because I told you secondary amines means only one hydrogen will be there. And tertiary amines means the name is NN-dimethyl aniline. NN-dimethyl aniline means it does not contain, nitrogen is not attached with any hydrogen. I told you without hydrogen they are called as a tertiary amines. Even in the aliphatic amines there is a primary, secondary, tertiary, and ammonia compound is there. In aromatic amines are also there is a primary, secondary, tertiary amines. Now we discuss about aromatic amines, because in the syllabus they are mentioned as a aromatic amines. Aromatic amines. So aromatic amines are those compounds in which the amino group is directly attached to the benzene ring. They are called as a aromatic amines. Aromatic means benzene is called as a aromatic, we have already discussed. Amines means amino group. So both together directly amino group attached to the benzene, they are called as a aromatic amines. Now we want to discuss, we have to discuss about aromatic amines. In this aromatic amines, first we have to discuss about basicity of amines. So before we go for the basicity of amines, why amines are basic in nature? Why amines are basic in nature? So why they are basic in nature? So according to the Lowry-Bronsted theory, base is a substance which accepts hydrogen as a proton. What is according to the Lewis acid base theory? Base is a substance which accept the hydrogen as a proton. Suppose if you take the aniline as an example, aniline as a example, aniline react with amphoteric. Amphoteric means which is acidic and basic, both character. So water molecule. Now what is going to happen means the aniline ion, it will accept, because it contains lone pair of electrons, it will accept hydrogen as a proton. So what it becomes? Anilinium ion. It becomes anilinium ion. NH2 becomes NH. It has given the pair of electrons, it becomes electron deficient, carries the positive charge. This is called as anilinium ion. Anilinium ion. So this is called as anilinium ion. Now what happens? It gives the hydrogen as a, it accepts the hydrogen as a proton. So base is a substance according to the Lorentz-Bronsted theory. Lorentz-Bronsted theory. Base is a substance which accepts hydrogen as a proton. Now when it accepts hydrogen as a proton, what is going to remain here means there is a hydrogen will be leaving, it leaves a pair of electrons, OH minus is there. OH minus, because hydrogen is accepted hydrogen as a proton. According to the Lorentz-Bronsted theory, base is a substance which accepts hydrogen as a proton. So base, this is a base because it accepts hydrogen as a proton. And according to the Lewis theory, Lewis is the theory of acid. Acid is a substance which accept the pair of electrons. Base is a substance which donates the pair of electrons. See here, a nitrogen containing lone pair of electrons. It will donate the pair of electrons to the hydrogen. So as a result, they form a bond. Means base is a substance which donate hydrogen as a which donate lone pair of electrons, or which donate the pair of electrons. They are called as a base. Acid is a substance which accept the pair of electrons, is called as an acid. But this is not accepting the pair of electrons. Hence, aniline is a base. It is not it is not donating hydrogen as a proton according to the Lorentz-Bronsted theory. It is accepting hydrogen as a proton. That's why they are called as a basic in nature. You got the clarity that amines are basic in nature. Now we are having aliphatic amines and aromatic amines. Let us compare the comparison between the basicity of amines. So basicity of amines you compare with the aliphatic amines with the aromatic amines. Now aliphatic amines, I told you, ammonia is there. You are having the N-methylamine, and you are having N-methylamine. You are having dimethylamine, and you are having trimethylamine. These are aliphatic amines. Now, which amines are more basic in nature? Whether the aliphatic amines are basic in nature or whether aromatic amines are basic in nature. So first we have to understand this particular thing, whether aliphatic amines are more basic or aromatic amines are more basic. Now if you see the basicity of amines, it is an ammonia, it is a N-methylamine or methylamine. Primary I write because 2 hydrogen, secondary means 1 hydrogen, tertiary means no hydrogen. This is tertiary amine. Primary, secondary, tertiary amine, ammonia. When you compare the basicity of the aliphatic amines with aromatic amines, aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. I repeat once again, aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. Now the question rises, why aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines? Very simple. Here in aliphatic amines and aromatic amines, if you see the differences, you will come to know the differences between aliphatic and aromatic amines. Say that here also containing lone pair of electrons, here also containing lone pair of electrons. So nitrogen contains 1 lone pair of electrons, you all know very well. Okay, so now I have taken only the one example, aniline. Aniline is a basic in nature, but they are less weaker basic than that of aliphatic amine. This is the example of aromatic amine. This is example of aliphatic amine. Now the question rises, why does this particular aniline is less basic than that of the aromatic amines? Because this is less basic. Aromatic amines are less basic because it is capable of donating its lone pair of electrons to the ring. They donate the lone pair of electrons to the ring. The lone pair of electrons are not freely available. They cannot donate freely. Yes, so they will undergo resonance stabilization. So resonance stabilization they will undergo, that we will discuss later. But what happens? Its lone pair of electrons are given to the ring, and there is no freely available lone pair of electrons, and they are not much able to donate the pair of electrons, properly able to donate the pair of electrons, because its lone pair of electrons are given to the ring. So freely their lone pair of electrons are not freely available, so hence they are not much able to donate the pair of electrons. According to the Lewis base theory, base is a substance which has to donate a pair of electrons, but it is a basic in nature. But what happens? It will give its electrons during the resonance stabilization to the ring. So when it gives, they are not freely available. But if you see the aliphatic amines, in the aliphatic amines, if you go through aliphatic amines, in the aliphatic amines, the lone pair of electrons are freely available. They are not giving to any rings. They are not giving to any other ring. But aromatic amines, the amino groups are attached to the directly to the benzene. But here they are not attached with any aromatic compounds to donate its electron. There is a freely availability of electrons. Now among these different types of aliphatic amines and aromatic amines, one you got the clarity that aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. One you got clarity. Now you got the clarity. Among the aliphatic amines, you are having ammonia, primary, secondary, tertiary. Which is more basic and why they are more basic than the other? Let us discuss. Now what happens if you see the basicity, order of basicity of aliphatic amines? I write the order. Secondary amine is more basic than primary amine. Primary amine is more basic than ammonia, than tertiary amine. So this is the order of basicity of aliphatic amines. Secondary amines are more basic than primary. Primary amine is more basic than ammonia. Ammonia is more basic than tertiary amine. Now you have to get one question. Why the secondary amine is more basic than primary? Again, ammonia is more basic than tertiary. So why it is like that? So I will tell you very easily. So very simplified one. Ammonia contain all nitrogen contain. Ammonia means nitrogen contain all 3 hydrogen atoms. These hydrogen atoms are not electron donating groups. Okay. So they are simple, basic in nature, freely available. They are basic in nature, no problem. Fine. But when you come to the point of primary amines, I tell you why primary amine is more basic than ammonia means, in this the methyl group is there. What is that methyl group? We have discussed in our early lecture. In my early lectures, we have discussed methyl is an electron donating groups. Now what happens? It will donate the electrons to the nitrogen. What it will do? Methyl group donate the electrons to the nitrogen. More electrons are available. If more electrons are available on the nitrogen, it will easily donate the pair of electrons and it becomes more basic. So because of the methyl group on this nitrogen, okay, one of the hydrogen is replaced by methyl. Methyl is a electron donating group. Methyl is a electron donating group. So methyl, what it will do means, it will donate the electrons and more electrons are available on this. So that's why primary amines are more basic than ammonia. Now when you come to the point of secondary amines, here only one methyl group is there, but here 1 and 2 methyl. 2 methyl means 2 are donating the lone pair of electrons. Means this will become more basic than that of primary. Secondary will be more basic because two methyl groups are there. Donating will be more and freely available electrons will be more. It will donate the pair of electron very easily. It is more basic. Now the question arises, but tertiary amines are very less basic than of ammonia. Why? Even though it contains 1, 2, 3 methyl group, what happens means 3 methyl group, tertiary amine is less basic when compared with the all other ammonia. Actually, tertiary amine must be more basic because 3 methyl groups are there. But why they are less means they are the bulky groups. Their electron donating will be causing steric hindrance. What is that? Steric hindrance. What is steric hindrance? What is steric hindrance? Steric hindrance will reduce the basicity. When it donating the electron, this is donating, this is donating, this is donating. But there is a bulky group. Methyl group is a bulky group. 3 methyl groups are there. What happens when more bulk, more fat people are there, they are not able to sit. There will be an hindrance will be there. Same way what happens, this methyl group, not able to donate properly, When not able to donate properly, there is no free lone pair of electrons. Hence the basicity will be decreased. Even though methyl groups electron donating are 3, but because of the steric hindrance, not properly donating, they are not able to donate because all fat people are there, they can't able to come out properly. Easily they cannot donate, easily they can't sit. Similar way, easily they can't donate the electrons. So the freely available electrons are not there. Hence what happens, they are very less basicity when compared with the all other type of aliphatic amines. So this is the comparison between aliphatic and aromatic amines. Now we discuss about effect of substituents on basicity of amines. We have said that we have already discussed aromatic amines are weaker amines than that of aliphatic amines. That is clear. Now amines are basic in nature. We know that aniline, when it reacts with amphoteric water molecule which is acidic and basic, it will donate a pair of electrons. As a result, hydrogens are accepted by the base. So base is a substance which accepts hydrogen as a proton. What happens? It gives a lone pair of electrons and form an anilinium ion. Now what happens? This anilinium ion is not able to undergo resonance stabilization. No resonance stabilization. Why there is no resonance stabilization means the lone pair of electrons are not available. Here there is a lone pair of electrons are available? No. This lone pair of electrons are given to the hydrogen. Now it is not available. They will not undergo resonance stabilization. Like phenoxide ion. In case of acidity of phenols we have studied. Phenol will convert into phenoxide ion. Phenoxide ion contain lone pair of electrons. It will undergo resonance stabilization. But in basicity of amines, anilinium ion will not undergo, like phenoxide ion, they will not undergo resonance stabilization. Only the aniline undergoes resonance stabilization. Why means the lone pair of electrons are available. This lone pair of electrons are given to the ring. So what happens? First resonance stabilization within the ring. This will move here, this will move here, this will move here. So you get one structure. Okay, from this structure you get resonance stabilization. The lone pair of electrons which is present on the nitrogen will be given to the ring. So when it given to the ring containing the electrons will come outside. As a result, it carries the negative charge. Now you know to write the resonance stabilization. The pi bond must move towards the charge and charge must come here. Okay, so you know very well. The pi bond will move towards the charge and charge will come here. You get resonance stabilization structure. Another resonance, this will move towards the charge and charge will come here. So you get various resonance stabilization structure. So whichever will stabilize the aniline ion will increase the basicity of amines. Now we have set the title as effect of substituent on basicity of amines. Which substituent increases? Now let us see the aniline compound. I give with one substituent. Okay. So what happens if we take, suppose, methyl group. Methyl group is electron donating group. So what happens to the basicity if the aniline is attached with methyl group? Methyl group gives the electron, it will donate the electrons. When it donates the electrons, electrons and nitrogen will be freely available because it is donating the electrons. So hence electron donating group increases the basicity. Electron donating group increases the basicity. Suppose if we keep any electron withdrawing group like nitro group, so what happens? It will take the lone pair of electrons on the nitrogen. Means lone pair of electrons are not present on the nitrogen. So this is electron withdrawing group. So lone pair of electrons are not present on the nitrogen. It cannot donate the pair of electrons. So what happens? Electron withdrawing group withdraws the electrons. Freely available electrons are not present on nitrogen. Hence it reduces the basicity. So electron withdrawing group reduces the basicity. Very simple. Electron donating groups increases the basicity by donating the electrons and freely available electrons on the nitrogen. Electron withdrawing group will withdraw the electrons. There is no freely available electrons on the nitrogen, decreases the basicity. This is what for the today's class what we have discussed. We have discussed about amines, aliphatic amines, aromatic amines. We have discussed in that aromatic amines, and we have discussed main topic basicity of amines, compared basicity of amines, aliphatic amines with that of aromatic amines. We found that aliphatic amines are more basic than aromatic amines. Aromatic amines, we have seen that why they are basic means aniline undergoes resonance stabilization. Anything which increases the resonance stabilization substituents will increase the basicity. So generally electron donating group donates the electrons and increases the basicity, whereas the electron withdrawing group decreases the basicity by withdrawing the electrons. This is what for the today class. Thank you very much.